Yasodhanandana Vraja Janarandana Yasodhanandana Vraja Janarandana Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jai Radha Madan Mohan Radha Mohan Shri Radhe Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe Jai Radha Gopinata Radha Krishna Gopinata Radhe Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe Jai Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Go Hari Go, Hari Go, Nitai Go Hari Go. Jai Go Sitana Premanande. Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami Prabhupada Society Yapakasha Vichitra Pracharan Kiramanshali Bhagavade Tehina Maha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dati Swapadhantikam Vandeham Siguro Sejuta Parakamalam Sigurum Vaisnavamscha Sirupang Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhambitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 15, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Yoga of the Supreme Person, text number 8. Everyone knows English? Huh? No need to try. Okay. Sarira abapnoti yachapi utramati svara Grihitvaitani samyati Vayur gandham ivashaya Sarirang yad avapnoti Yachapi utramati svara Grihitvaitani samyati Vayur gandham ivasaya
Sariram jadavapnoti
yad avapnoti
Yachapi utramati swara
Yachapi utramati svara
Grihitvaitani samyati
Vayur gandha nivasaya Sariram yad avapnoti Yachapi Mataji.
Sariram jadavapnoti Yachapi utramati swara Grihitvaitani samyati Vayur gandha nivasaya.
Somebody else? No more? One more.
Shariram yatavapnoti
Yachapi utramati swara Grihitvaitani samyati Vayur gandha nivasaya.
Word for word meaning Sariram, the body. Yat as Abhapnoti, gets. Yat as Chaapi, also. Utkramati, gives up. Isvara,
Ishvara,
the Lord of the body.
Lord
Grihita,
Gita,
taking. Itani,
Tani,
all this.
Olis,
Samyati,
Sanyali,
goes away.
Bodil,
Vayu,
Vayu,
the air.
Air,
Gandhan,
Gata,
smells.
Mel,
Iva,
Iva,
like.
Lights,
Ashayat,
Asayat,
from their source.
Mandir Souls,
The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Everybody, please repeat after me. The living entity
the living entity
in the material world
in the material world
carries his different conceptions
carries different conceptions
of life
of life
from one body
from one body
to another
to another,
as the air
as the air
carries aromas.
carries aromas.
Thus, he takes
Thus it takes
one kind of body
one kind of body
and again quits it
and again puts it
to take another.
to take another.
Purport. Here, the living entity is described as Isvara, the controller of his own body. If he likes, he can change his body to a higher grade, and if he likes, he can move to a lower class. Minute independence is there. The change his body undergoes depends upon him. At the time of death, the consciousness he has created will carry him unto the next type of body. If he has made his consciousness like that of a cat or dog, he is sure to change to a cat's or dog's body. And if he has fixed his consciousness on godly qualities, he will change into the form of a demigod. And if he is in Krishna consciousness, he will be transferred to Krishna Loka, the spiritual world, and he will associate with Krishna. It is a false claim that after the annihilation of this body, everything is finished. The individual soul is transmigrating from one body to another, and his present body and present activities are the background of his next body. I'll repeat that one. The individual soul is transmigrating from one body to another, and his present body and present activities are the background of his next body. One gets a different body according to karma, and he has to quit this body in due course. It is stated here that the subtle body, which carries the conception of the next body, develops another body in the next life. This process of transmigrating from one body to another and struggling while in the body is called karshati, or struggle for existence. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sarirang yad avapnoti yad chapi putra ka matisvara. Grihit vaitani samyati vayur gandam ibashayat. So the changing of the body is described here, meaning that when we leave our body, we transfer, the soul transfer to another body. It depends on the previous activities and the previous conception or the desires that one has. The nature of the soul is eternal. There's never a time that the soul will die. The soul lives forever, but this body keeps on changing. There is also a medical research done that every 12 years, all of the cells of the body changes. It's like when we take birth, we have different body from the previous body that we have. The living entities keep on changing every time one takes birth and when one dies. Yes, Bhagavad Gita says, as soon as one takes birth, death is certain, and as soon as one dies, birth is certain. There is no way that we will receive the next body the same as what we are having right now. It's not possible. How is that? Because our mind is always also changing. Except if the mind is focused on Krishna, then we will attain our eternal form, our eternal body. So the changing of the body of the soul to the next birth is mentioned here. It is like the blowing of the wind passes over a fragrant rose garden. It is not that the air has the aroma. It acquires that scent because of the flower. The air is neutral. If the air passes through a, let's say, a very filthy place, let's say, yeah, in Vrindavan, we have some places where um, you don't want to pass by because it's too smelly. It is not that the air has that aroma, but the aroma. And this is what we are experiencing. So, yes, not sweet, or the air itself is not having a bad odor, but the sweetness or the bad odor is being acquired by the air. So the soul is like that. The soul cannot be touched, but because of the, again, misidentifying with the body as the self, we think I am American, I'm Indian, I'm Chinese, I'm Filipino. We are Christians, we're Hindus, we're Jewish, we're Muslims. Then when we identify with this body, we think that we are the body, but we are not. We are beyond. So the same air, the same soul is the one who suffers. He doesn't suffer, but because of misidentifying with the body, then the soul thinks that I'm suffering. You understand? The soul cannot suffer. It cannot be cut into pieces. It cannot be burned by fire. It cannot be withered by the wind. But because of the identification of the body, Prabhupada gave an example. Just like you're driving a car and you got hit by another car. We had one devotee here. He was driving his motorbike on the highway along going to Delhi. And he got hit. But he didn't get any, he got a little bit of broken arm. But because he's not identifying with the body, he doesn't feel any pain and suffering. But a materialist, if you bump him with his car and he got dent, he will say, why did you hit me? Why did you hit me? So because he's identifying with the body, so he says, why did you hit me? He did not get hit. Who got hit? The car. So this is very important. It's a very important lesson to understand. This is the process of transmigration of the soul. This is what you call samsara. It's like in the morning when we sing samsara dhava nalalita loka. We pray to the spiritual master because we've been transmigrating from one body to the next, and because of the mercy of the spiritual master, the suffering in the material world is there for everyone. The devotees also suffer, but not affected that much. But for the materialist who identifies with their body as the self, they suffer so much. So the spiritual mercy, the master, spiritual master's mercy is like a rain cloud that soothes the fire of material existence. It's like if we're in the forest and there is a fire, there is no exit. You'll get scorched. You'll be burnt. But the spiritual master's mercy is compared to a rain cloud that if there is a fire, that's the only hope that the fire can be extinguished. So similarly, for those who are identifying with this body, that not just the body. When we say we identify with the body, that means we identify with the mind. But we're not the mind, we're not the intelligence, we're not the ego. We are eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. So here, who decides? Next body. How do we know what is our next life going to be? It depends again on the living entity who is controller of the body. That's why it says here, Isvara. Remember, what is the meaning of Isvara? Controller. Isvara, the Lord of the body. We control this body up to a certain extent. But there is Param Isvara, who controls everything, including the material energy. So as Isvara, controller of the body, we can decide what we're going to be next life. Others, because they're so much covered with the modes of passion and ignorance, they are deluded by the modes of material nature and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do and they don't want to get out of this material world, thinking that I can be happy, thinking that this is the best place for me. I don't want to go anywhere else in spite of one's miseries and sufferings. So what to do? We decide whether we can go up, having higher existence, or we can degrade ourselves into a lower species of life. Prabhupada says we are the architect of our future, and we're also the destructor of our future. A person is in the mode of ignorance and passion. He thinks that he's doing okay. I am good. I don't need anything else. And that is illusion. Unfortunately, not unless they taste a higher existence. But they're all of them are striving. All of them are trying to get out of their situation as well, but they cannot do it, not until they take up the process of Krishna consciousness. They're always in the having this misusing their minute independence. It is mentioned here also, right? Minute independence. Being the Lord of this body, I can misuse that minute independence or I can use it properly.